Dynamite download.
And I'd love to hear a little bit more about, when it started to click to you that, hey man, this is I'm meant to do this. I know that when we talked to Austin, you guys have a unique journey being second generation superstars. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I mean, Austin, I don't know if you guys know this, but Austin started before me, even though he is younger than me. And I was out in LA building custom homes. And I just remember I was like the superintendent, I was the boss of the whole project. So I had like assistants and I was in charge of everything. But I was just in my trailer, like doing bills for everyone one day. And I remember Austin and my dad were in AEW and doing their thing. And then I just kept seeing like my mind wandering to wrestling. And like, what could our promos be? What could the finish be called? What could I? And I was like, I'm thinking about this way too much. So I called Rikishi, and he had a school out in LA. I was like, hey, do you mind if I come by real quick? Don't tell anybody who I am. I'll just come by, see how I'm feeling. Don't tell my dad. Don't tell Austin, whatever. So I get there. Of course, everyone knows who I am, like, because I look like my dad.
Right.
Okay, good try there. But I did it, and then I called my dad that night. He was pretty mad at first. Like, why would you not call me? What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted to do it on my own, see if like I was just thinking about it or I really wanted to do it. So he's like, well, if you're gonna do it, you have to come home. I was like, all right, I'll take a little vacation. So I took 2 weeks off to work, went to Orlando, went to Flatbacks. We had a little talk after that. I flew back out to LA. I put my 2 weeks in. Wow. I packed my truck. I drove back to Flatbacks. Had like an 8-week class. Went to Nightmare Factory for like a week or two just to hear some other opinions. And then I was on Dark and wrestling with my dad and brother. So my first match was on I literally trained for 12 weeks.
Wow.
Was on AEW Dark, and I knew walking in, like Austin was already there. So like, oh, here's another one that, the nepotism thing just is here because of his dad. So I was like, shit, we got to do something to show that we want to be here and we want to work. So like, we would cheer in the crowd the whole time, which was exhausting. Then we would Instagram.
Amazing at it though. Yeah. Oh my God, were you good at it?
Yeah, but we like, all right, if this is all we have to do, like, let's put everything we have into it. And then we would be like, okay, now what can we do? We don't get any promo time or anything like that. So let's just take over the Instagram. And it started with, all the people that were on Dark that were there till like 3 a.m. Let's get them some exposure from the main account. And then it started like, okay, now we're doing everyone. So we would just run around all day doing that, then go straight to the crowd, do that. And then, and then eventually we got to TV. And that's one thing is a lot of wrestlers get to kind of learn who they are and what their vibe is in the ring and their voice on the microphone or anything like that. Like when me and Austin are on TV, you're seeing us learn in real time. Like our first live promo was that FTR funeral segment.
Wow.
I'm just walking out like, I hope this works. I don't know. I've never done this, and like trying to find yourself in the ring. But, like I had the first match on TV was the trios with the Factory with my brother and dad. And then the match after that was my first tag match ever against Sting. So I'm like 6 months in wrestling.
Incredible, man. Wow.
Yeah, I'm 6 months in wrestling Sting on national TV. Like,
no big
deal.
Right.
Yeah,
no pressure, kid.
Yeah, let's do this. So
wow.